Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Future I. Dear students, in this class I am going to explain Model Question Paper 1 MCQ questions. Before going to start the question section, so there is a request from my side. Still, if you have not subscribed for my channel, kindly subscribe and share the video. Now let us move on to the question section. First one, in an AP, Sn is equals to 3n plus 5, then the value of D is. Options are 3, 5, minus 5, 8. Children, in this problem, Sn term is given, so consider that and first find first term. Hence, in the place of n substitute 1. Now multiply this, 3 ones we get 3. So 3 add to 5, we get 8. And S1 is always equal to A value. So similarly, let us find the second term. Hence, in the place of n substitute 2 children. Now 3 2s are 6 and 5 will be as it is. Now add these two, 6 plus 5 is 11. Now here we have A value, but A2 value we don't have. So S2 means you should not confuse. S2 is not the value of A2. S2 is sum of first term and second term. Hence, S2 we can write as A plus A2 equals to 11. Now A value we have found here, that is 8. So substitute in that place. Now this 8 transfer this side, we get 11 minus 8. 11 minus 8 is nothing but 3. Now we have the value of A as well as A2. Now we can easily find D value. So subtract A2 minus A1. So that is 3 minus 8. We get minus 5. So option C is correct answer. Move on to the next question. The lengths of the diagonals of a rhombus are 16 cm and 12 cm. Then the length of side of the rhombus is 9 cm, 10 cm, 8 cm, 20 cm. So to make you to understand this one, let me draw a suitable figure here. So here I have drawn a rhombus and whose diagonals are 16 cm and 12 cm. In this problem, we have to find side of the rhombus. So to find its side, we have to know the very important property of rhombus, that is diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at right angles. It means now this full AC length I have taken 16 cm. Now AO will become 8 and this will be 8. Now this full I have taken 12 cm. Now this will be 6 and this will be 6. And as I said, diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree, means at right angle. Hence this angle will be 90 degree. Now I can use Pythagoras concept for the triangle AOB. Now look at AOB triangle and apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse is opposite to the 90 degree, that is AB. Hence AB square equals to AO square plus BO square. Substitute the values AO. So this will be 8 children and this will be 6. So 8 square plus 6 square. 8 square gives 64 and 6 gives 36. Add these two, we get 100. Next the square transfer this side, we get root 100. It has exact value, that is 10 cm. Hence the correct option is B. Move on to the next one. The graph of equation 6x minus 2y plus 9 equals to 0 and 3x minus y plus 12 equals to 0 are two lines which are coincident, parallel, intersecting at one point, perpendicular to each other. So this kind of problem definitely will get it in the examination, children. So here they have given two equations and both the equations are in standard form. Now we have to check which kind of lines they will form. So for that we have to identify the values of A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2. So let us do that work. So look at here. So A1 value is 6, B1 value is -2, C1 value is 9. So A2 value is 3, B2 value is -1 and C2 value is 12. Now let us find the ratios. A1 by A2 is 6 by 3. You can simplify this, 3 ones are and 3 twos are. So we get 2. Next, B1 by B2. So here minus and minus get cancelled and 2 by 1 is nothing but 2. Let us find C1 by C2. So here 9 by 12 we have. We can simplify this, 3 3s are 9 as well as 3 4s are. So answer is 3 by 4. Now compare the ratios. So these two are equal. Means A1 by A2 equals to B1 by B2. But C1 by C2 is not equal to these two ratios. So therefore, look at this table and identify the answer yourself. So we have this option. So here A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2 and which is not equals to C1 by C2. Hence, which kind of lines it will be? Parallel lines. Hence, option B is correct. Move on to the next one. A straight line passing through a point on a circle is tangent, secant, radius, diameter. Very simple question, children. So let me make you to understand well. Look at this figure. So here PQ is passes through 2 points. One point is here and another point is here. And I'm using the word passes through 2 points. Hence PQ is secant. Look at the CD. So CD is a line with just joining the 2 points on the circle. Hence you should not confuse CD as the secant. CD is only diameter. And OA you can easily identify, that is radius. But XY is the tangent because it is passes through 1 point on the circle. Hence the correct option is tangent A. Move on to the next question. A funnel is a combination of frustum of cone and hemisphere, cylinder, sphere, cone. So let me consider a funnel figure here. So it has the combination of two things. One is frustum of cone. So upper part is frustum of cone and look at the bottom part. So it is in the form of cylinder. Hence the correct option is B, cylinder. Move on to the next one. Given data. So class intervals are 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. Frequencies are 10, 15, 12, 29. Now the sum of lower limits of median class and model class is. Children, understand the problem. So very good question it is. So here they have given a table and they are asking to find the sum of lower limits of median class and model class. So median class is related to median and model class is related to mod. So hence we have to prepare a table. So before that let us see the options what they have given. The options are 15, 25, 30, 35. So to get answer for this we have to prepare a table, children. So first column is as it is class interval and second column is frequency, and here very important thing is we wanted to find the sum of frequencies. As we find sum of the frequency we get sigma f, and which is equals to capital N also. And I already told you in the headings wherever frequency will be there, that column you wanted to add, means wherever f will be there. So hence we have to add here this column. Now we have got N value. So after that we have to find cumulative frequency, and you know that it's very simple how to find the cumulative frequency is first number you write as it is, this number write as it is, and for this 10 add this 15 we get 25, and this 25 add to 12, we get 37, and 37 add to 20, we get 57, and similarly add 57 to 9, we get 66. So cumulative frequency column you have to find whenever you are finding the median. That's very important thing. Next, look at this. N is 60. Find n by 2. So n value is 62. Substitute that. So 2 ones and 2 33s. So we have got 33. Why we have to find n by 2 is that only gives us median class. Hence you have to find n by 2. It is compulsory. Now 33 belongs to which cumulative frequency? See here, in this 1 to 10 numbers will be there, and here 11 to 25 numbers will be there, and here from 26 to 37 will be there. Now we have got n by 2 is 33. Now 33 is belongs to this column. I mean the class interval 10 to 50, this column. Hence for that put a box like this. So it gives clear understanding for you. I repeat again. First find n by 2. We have got 33. 33 is belongs to which class interval? So for that you wanted to look at the cumulative frequency. Here 1 to 10 numbers will be there, and here from 11 to 25, and here from 26 to 37. We have got 33, and 33 belongs to this group, means this class interval. Now in this class interval we have to identify the lower class limit. So the lower class limit is 10 here. So lower limit of median class is 10. So this which I have marked in blue color line, so that is only called median class. Now we have got lower limit of median class. Next thing is we have to find lower limit of model class. So for that you wanted to identify the greater frequency in this column. Which is the greater frequency? That is 20. So this full column is related to model class, which I have drawn box in red color. So that is related to model class. Now in this class interval, which is the lower limit, that is 50. So lower limit of the model class is 50. Children, I hope you have got it. So to identify median class, you wanted to find it n by 2. So to identify model class, you wanted to identify the greatest frequency. Now let us add 10 and 15. So 10 plus 15 gives us 25. Hence the correct option is B. Next, let us move on to the another one. If the height and length of the shadow of a woman are the same, the angle of elevation of the sun is 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, 15 degree. So for this problem, let me draw the suitable figure. So before that, understand the problem. Here they are saying that height and length of the shadow of a man are same. Means height of the man and his shadow are same at a particular time. The angle of elevation of the sun is. So for that, let me draw the suitable figure here. See, I have taken a right triangle, and this AB I have taken as a man, and this BC I have taken as shadow of the man. And Y I have mentioned here both as X, means height of the man is equals to a length of the shadow. Now we have to find angle of elevation, means this angle. So here angle C is angle of elevation. Now C is reference angle. So if I take C as reference angle, this will be perpendicular, otherwise opposite side, and this will be base, otherwise adjacent side. Now P and B are related to tan ratio. So hence tan theta is equals to AB by BC. So AB value is how much? I have taken as x, and BC I have taken as x itself because both are same. And here x and x get cancelled and we get only 1. Hence tan theta equals to 1. Now you have to think for what angle tan theta will be equal to 1. That is tan 45 degree. Therefore, our answer is option C. Move on to the next one. If cos 90 degree minus A equals to 0, then sin A plus B equals to, options are 0, 2, 3, none of the above. So first let us go through the given condition. They said that cos 90 degree minus A equals to 0. So it is complementary angles formula. So cos 90 degree minus A, we can write it as sin A. So if sin A equals to 0 means for what angle of sin, its value is 0. That is 0 degree. Hence A value will become 0 degree. Next, in right angle triangle, A value is now 0 degree. Next, find B. C will be automatically 90 degree because trigonometry is related to right angle triangle itself. Here A angle we have found, and A and B are actually complementary angles. So C should be 90 degree. Now let us substitute the values. A value is 0 degree, B you write as it is, C value is 90 degree, that is understood. Now if B is 90 degree, C is 90 degree, B value also will be 90 degree because this 90 will transfer this side, we get 180 minus 90, hence B is equals to 90 degree. Now we have A value and B value. Now let us substitute in this. Now consider the thing. So sin A plus B is equals to, so sin is as it is, A value is 0 degree and B value is 90 degree. So 0 degree plus 90 degree is 90 degree itself. So sin 90 degree value is 1. So hence sin A plus B is equals to 1. But in our options there is no 1. Hence you have to go through option D, that is none of the above. Move on to the next one. The positive value of K for which both the equations x square plus kx plus 64 equals to 0 and x square minus 8x plus k equals to 0 have real roots is, options 4, 8, 12, 16. Children, understand the problem here. So we have to find the positive value of k. For which equations? Here we have two equations. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. And here they are talking about real roots, and you should not confuse, this problem is related to pair of linear equations. Here they are talking about real roots, so it is related to quadratic equations. So first let us consider the first equation, and first equation is in standard form of quadratic equation. Hence find A, B, C values. So A value is 1, B value is k, and C value is 64. And in your question paper here they have mentioned as y. So that is wrong. So it should be x itself too. Now they are talking about have real roots. Now you have learned discriminant table. There for two conditions will get real roots. When d is greater than 0 as well as when d is equals to 0. Hence consider discriminant finding formula, and after that this is the very important thing we wanted to understand in the children. So b value is k here, hence I got k square minus 4 AC means we get minus 4 into 1 into 64, and this is very important. Why I have written here greater than or equals to 0? Because I'm repeating again, real roots possible when d is greater than or equals to 0. If d is less than 0, real roots are never possible. Hence I have used both the symbols. Means both the symbols together I am using it because it helps us to solve quickly. Now let us simplify this one, children. So 4 into 64 we get 256. Now this minus 256 is just transfer this side, we get plus 256. And one more important thing here, you don't confuse what is the symbol like greater than or equal to that. You just how you will solve the problems when equal is present, in similar way you solve it, that's all, nothing to worry. So now we'll get plus 256. Now k square is equals to 256, this square you transfer this side, we get root 50, 256. 256 have exact value, that is 16. So two values are present, plus or minus. So plus 16 square also 256, minus 16 square also 256. Hence k value will be greater than or equals to 16, or k value will be minus 16. See why I have written here like this, and here you write this symbol, children. K is greater than or equals to minus 16 also. See, as I said in the problem, we have to take positive value only, hence neglect this minus 16. Hence k value, let us take greater than or equals to positive 16 only. See how we have found this k value for the first equation. In similar way, find it for the second equation. So identify the values. It is already in standard form, children. So a value is 1, b value is minus 8, and c value is k. Take discriminant finding formula, and same condition only we have to use. So because they said for real roots, so real roots will be having for two conditions. One is greater than 0 and another one is for equals to 0. So now substitute the values. Substituted here. Now minus 8 square means we get plus 64 itself, and in this place we get minus 4k. Now minus 4k transfer this side, it will become plus 4k. Now this into 4 transfer this side becomes to denominator. So now 4 ones and 4 16s are 64. Now see here, we are getting 16 is greater than or equal to k. Now understand very clearly. So here k value is greater than or equals to 60. Here k is less than or equals to 60. But what they are saying, positive value of k for which both the equations, means here k value is 16 or greater than 16. So here k value is 16 or less than 16, but 16 is equal in both of the values. Hence the correct option is D. This. Move on to the next one. The coordinates of a point on the x-axis which lie on the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining 7, 6 and minus 3, 4 are 0, 2, 3, 0, 0, 3, 2, 0. Children, understanding is very important in this problem. See, what they are saying is the coordinates of point on x-axis which lie on the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining 7, 6 and minus 3, 4. To make you to understand here, let me take a graph. Now let me draw graph for these two coordinates. So I'll get this straight line. So what they are saying is there is a perpendicular bisector of this line. So the line which I have drawn in green color, there is a perpendicular bisector for this line, see, which I have drawn here, and that line where it intersects the x-axis, that coordinate we have to find. So this coordinate directly we cannot find, hence we have to find the midpoint of these two coordinates. So first to find midpoint of these two coordinates. Why we have to find midpoint of coordinates of This line means they said that is a perpendicular bisector, means this line divides this green color line into two equal parts, hence this will be midpoint of this line. So you know that midpoint finding formula, so that you consider it as x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Now let us substitute the values in this, children. So x1 is minus 3 and x2 is 7 and here y1 is 4 and y2 is 6. Now simplify those, children. So minus 3 plus 7 is, we get 4 and 4 plus 6 is 10. So 2 ones are and 2 twos are and 2 ones are and 2 fives are. So coordinates of the midpoint is 2, 5, means this coordinate we have got. Actually we have to find the coordinates of this perpendicular bisect where it intersects the x-axis, means this coordinate we have to find. See, as I have drawn figure here, directly you can say of this, it is intersecting here, means answer will be 2, 0. That directly you can write off. But here we have got 2, 5, children, but it is intersecting on x-axis, means the point is lying on x-axis. Whenever the point is lying on the x-axis, y value should be equals to 0. If y value is 0, then only point lies on x-axis. This to lie on x-axis, y should be 0. Hence the correct answer is 2, 0. Option D is right. Move on to the next one. To draw a pair of tangents to a circle inclined at 40 degree, the angle at the center of the circle between the two radii is, so 40 degree, 90 degree, 140 degree, 180 degree, and it is a given figure, children. See, very simple problem it is. So here what they are saying is to draw a pair of tangents, means to this circle they are drawing two tangents and they have drawn here PA and PB, and these two tangents are making angle that is 40 degree, means inclined angle of the tangents is 40 degree. Now what we have to find is angle at the center of the circle, means angle which is formed at the center of the circle between the radii, means this angle we have to find. So for that, as you look at this figure, A, O, B, P is quadrilateral. So in quadrilateral or 4 angle sum is 360 degree. Now substitute the values. A value, so this angle will be 90 degree, children. So because of a tangent drawn at point of contact is perpendicular to the radius, and this angle also 90 degree, means A and B will be 90 degree. So A is 90 degree, O value we have to find, write it as it is. A B value also 90 degree, P value they have given 40 degree, so which all equals to 360 degree. Now let us find the sum of 90 plus 90 plus 40. We get 90 plus 90 is 180, 180 plus 40 is 220. Now this 220 transfer this side, we get 360 minus 220. Now subtract these two, we get 140. Therefore correct option is C. Move on to the next one. Given a triangle with side PQ equals to 8 cm, to get a line PQ dash equals to 3 by 4 of PQ. This is a very important one here. We divide the line segment PQ in the ratio. Understand the problem. They are talking about a triangle. So before that, let us look into the options. 3 is to 4, 4 is to 3, 1 is to 3, 3 is to 1. Now let me consider a triangle, and PQ they said it is 8 cm. Next what they are saying is the line PQ dash length is 3 by 4 of PQ. So for that, first let me find PQ dash length, children. So PQ dash is 3 by 4 of PQ. So PQ value is given, that is 8 cm. Hence in that place write 8 and simplify. 4 ones are and 4 twos are. So 3 twos are 6. So PQ PQ dash is 6. So hence let me take Q dash on PQ line. Now this length is 6 centimeter. This length PQ dash is 6 centimeter. Now what is the length of QQ dash? So this full is 8 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. It means it will be 2 centimeter. This QQ dash will be 2 centimeter. Therefore, let us write the ratio now. So PQ dash is to QQ dash. So PQ dash is 6 centimeter. QQ dash is 2 centimeter. Therefore, 6 is to 2. So simplify this. So we can cancel in 2 table. 3 2 3s and 2 1s. So 3 is to 1. So correct option is D. Children, don't confuse in this problem. They are asking in this problem they are asking in what ratio PQ line can be divided. So PQ line can be divided as PQ dash and QQ dash. So PQ dash is 6 centimeter and QQ dash is 2 centimeter. Hence we get 3 is to 1. Option D is right. Move on to the next one. All dashed triangles are similar. Scalene triangle. So here they have given a scalar in our question paper. That is wrong. Scalene triangle. So isosceles, equilateral, none of the above. So very simple. Directly we can write off equilateral triangle. So all equilateral triangles will be similar. You know why? Because in equilateral triangle all sides are equal, as well as all angles also will be equals to 60 degree. Hence equilateral triangle is also called equiangular triangle. So when all angles are equal, so automatically under AAA similarity criteria, triangles will be similar. Move on to the next one. If A equals to 10, D equals to 10, then the value of A5 is 20, 30, 40, 50. So A value and D value given, we need to find A5. So A5 we can write it as A plus 4D. Substitute the values. A value is 10 and D value is also 10. Now multiply 4 to 10, we get 40. So 10 plus 40 is 50. So correct option is D. Move on to the next one. The formula to find lateral surface area of sphere. So direct question this. So easily you can select the answer. So lateral surface area of sphere is nothing but total surface area only. So you should not confuse. So lateral surface area as well as total surface area of sphere is same formula only. There is no change. So 1 by 3 pi r square h, it is not, because it is the volume of cone finding formula. 4 pi r square, this is the correct option. Option B is correct one. And pi r into r plus l is the surface area of the cone, and 3 pi r square is the surface area of hemisphere. Move on to the next one. The cumulative frequency table is useful in determining. So just a few problems back we have found the cumulative frequency table, and there I clearly said cumulative frequency column we have to write to find the median. So now the correct option is median. Directly you can select from here. Median is the correct one. Move on to the next one. A ladder. So leaning against a wall makes an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal. If the foot of the ladder is 2.5 meter away from the wall, the length of the ladder is 2 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter, 10 meter. So to make you to understand this problem, let me draw the suitable figure, children. So here, if you look at this figure, you can easily understand. So in this figure, this is the ladder. So AC is the ladder. It is leaning against the wall, and this is the wall. And the angle between this ladder to this horizontal line is 60 degree. Means angle between the ladder and horizontal line is 60 degree. And the distance between foot of the ladder to the foot of the wall is this distance is 2.5 meter, not a centimeter it is. So this is 2.5 meter. Now we have to find the length of this ladder. Now this is the reference angle, children. So if this is reference angle, this opposite side is this. So this will be the perpendicular or opposite side, and this is the base, and this is hypotenuse. So which value they have given? Base is given, and we need to find hypotenuse value. Now base and hypotenuse is related to which ratio? Cos. Hence cos theta is equals to BC by AC. So BC is the base and AC is the hypotenuse. Now substitute the values. So cos theta means cos of 60 degree and BC value is 2.5 and AC write as it is because we need to find the value of AC. Now cos 60 degree value is 1 by 2, children. Write 1 by 2, and now let us do the cross multiplication. 1 into AC is AC and 2 into 2.5 is 5. Hence the correct option is C, 5 meter. Move on to the next one. The value of sec square 42 degree minus cosec square 48 degree is 0, 1, 2, not defined. This problem we have to solve on the basis of complementary angles. So consider the value which we have to find and any one. So either sec square 42 degree expressed in terms of cosec square, otherwise cosec square you express in terms of sec square. It is your wish. So here cosec square 48 degree, let me express in terms of sec. So cosec 48 degree I can write it as cosec 90 minus 42 degree by using this. So these are complementary angles finding formula, children. So cosec 90 minus theta is sec. Why I have written like this means to express cosec square in terms of sec square. You may ask, children, sir, here squares are not present in the formulas. So if the square is present or not present also, you can be used complementary angle formulas. It is not a problem. So now in the place of cosec square 90 minus 42 degree, I can write directly sec 42 degree. Now here sec square 42 degree, sec square 42 degree will get cancelled. Hence we'll get answer is 1. So correct option is A. Move on to the next one. The solution of the pair of linear equations x plus y equals to 14 and x minus y equals to 4 are 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 5, 0, 9. So this you can be done by using your mind work. See the first option 2, 3. So you put it here 2, 3 as 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 is never give sum as 14. Hence this is not a right option. So similarly write 5 plus 6. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Now that is also not a correct option. So 9 plus 5. So 9 plus 5 gives 14. So we have to subtract those number also. So 9 minus 5. So 9 minus 5 gives 4. Hence correct option is C. No need to go for D. So 9, 5 is correct one. Move on to the next one. The tangent at any point of a circle is dash to the radius through point of contact. Options are parallel, perpendicular, tangential, square. So in circle chapter 1 theorem is the theorem 4.1. The tangent at any point of a circle is, I have underlined here, perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So correct answer is perpendicular. So if you draw a tangent to a circle, the tangent will be perpendicular to the radius. So correct option B. Move on to the next one. Length of the median through C of triangle ABC with A 4, 9, B 2, 3, C 6 comma 5 is 5 unit, 10 unit, 25, root 10 units. So then first understand the problem. What they are asking is we have to find length of the median through C of triangle ABC. So first consider triangle ABC, and A coordinates are 4 comma 9, B 2 comma 3, C 6 comma 5, and we have to find length of the median. So median means what? A line which is drawn from a vertex to the midpoint of its opposite line. Means here CD is median. Now we have to find the length of CD. So directly we cannot be found. Hence first we wanted to find the coordinates of D. As I said, D is the midpoint. Why? Because median joins the midpoint of the opposite side only. Hence use midpoint coordinates finding formula. I mean section formula only. In section formula sub 1. So that is x1 by x2 by 2, y1 by y2 by 2. Substitute the values. So here x1 is 4, x2 is 2, y1 is 9, and y2 is 3. Add these numbers. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So 9 plus 3 is 12. Simplify this. 2 ones and 2 threes. So 2 ones and 2 6. So coordinates of D are 3 comma 6. So this will be now 3 comma 6. Next we can easily find the length of this median by using distance finding formula. Consider the distance finding formula. Now x2 is 3, x1 is 6. So 3 minus 6, y2 minus y1. This is y2 and this is y1. Means 6 minus 5. Children, anyone you can take it as x1 and y1. It's not a problem. This you take it as x1 and y1. This you take it as x2 and y2. Otherwise this you take it as x2 y2, or else this you take it as x1 and y1. It's not a problem if you interchange the coordinates. So value never be changed. Why? I repeat again here. See, if you find for example C to D, the length is 5 cm. Means from D to C also it will be 5 cm itself. So the length never be changed. So now let us simplify this one, children. So 3 minus 6 means minus 3. 6 minus 5 is 1. So minus 3 whole square means we'll get 9. And 1 square means we'll get 1 itself. So 9 plus 1 is 10. So root 10. So correct option is D. Move on to the next one. 22nd. The roots of the equation x square minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0 are 0 or 2, 5 or minus 2, minus 9 or minus 3, 10 or minus 10. We have to find the root. And this is trinomial. Easily we can factorize. So consider the quadratic equation and first term multiply to last term. So we get that minus 10 x square. We get that minus 10 x square. Now write the roots for this. So 5 2 0. So both the signs should be 5 should be minus and 2 should be plus, because here we wanted to get minus 3. Now write these factors in middle term place. Means split the middle term. So minus 3x we can split as minus 5x plus 2x like this. Now group these two numbers and these two numbers, and here you take x as a common factor. If you take x outside, we'll get x minus 5, and here we can take 2 common factors. So we get that x minus 5 itself. And again x minus 5 you take common factor, we get x plus 2 equals to 0. Now we can split this. X minus 5 equals to 0 and x plus 2 equals to 0. Now this minus 5 transfer this side, we get plus 5, and this plus 2 transfer this side, we get minus 2. So roots are 5 and minus 2. So correct option is B. Move on to the next one. Sin square A plus cos square A is 0, 1, 2, 3. it is identity, children. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to what? Is equals to 1. So correct option is B. Next one. A solid piece of iron of dimension 49 into 33 into 24 is molded into a sphere. The radius of the sphere is 21, 28, 35 and 36. So here try to understand the solid piece of iron with these dimensions given means it is in cuboid form. So cuboid to we are converting into sphere. So what could be the radius of the sphere we wanted to find? So conversion of cuboid to sphere is taking place. So I have taken here volume of sphere to volume of cuboid. So write volume of sphere finding formula 4 by 3 pi r cube. So volume of cuboid finding formula L into B into H. So substitute the values, children. So 4 by 3 pi value is 22 by 7 and r cube let it be as it is because radius only we wanted to find, and L is 49, B is 33, H is 24. Now this 4 by 3 transfer this side, it will become as 3 by 4. So here I have written 3 by 4. 3 is in numerator, 4 in denominator. Similarly 22 by 7 will become as 7 by 22. So 7 I have written in numerator and 22 I have written in denominator. Now let us simplify this, children. So here we can simplify like this: 11 2s and 11 3s, and again here 4 1s, 4 6, and again 2 1s and 2 3s. See what is left out: 49, 3, another 2 times 3 and 7. Now if you find here r cube there, children, so in here 3 also repeated 3 times, hence 3 we can write 1 time, and if you multiply 49 into 7 we'll get it that 343. So cube root of 343 is how much? 7. So now multiply 3 and 7, so we get that 21 centimeter. So correct option is A. Move on to the next one. Sides of two similar triangles are in the ratio 4:9. Areas of these triangles are in the ratio 2:3, 4:9, 81:16, 16:81. So understand what is given: ratio of sides or ratio of areas. So sides of two similar triangles are in the ratio 4:9 means sides ratio given and asking to find areas of these triangle ratio. And there is a clue for this problem, children. So whenever they have given ratio of sides and asking to find ratio of areas, you wanted to make square. So here you make 4 square and 9 square. So 4 square means 60 and 9 square means 81. So whenever ratio of areas given and asking to find ratio of sides, you wanted to make root of the given ratios. So correct option is 16:81. And this is the theorem we have used to solve this. I mean, this is areas of similar triangles. Ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of ratio of their corresponding sides. Move on to the next problem, children. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? 33, 43, 40, 30. So they are talking about 2 digits. So don't take from 3 itself. So take from 12. So write a arithmetic progression. So 12, 15, 18 and last 2-digit number which is divisible by 3 is 99. Now let us find A value, that is 12, B is 15 minus 12, that is 3, and last term is given, that is AN equals to 99. Now we have to find N value. They are asking how many numbers. So let us use nth term finding formula. So let us substitute values. A value here is 12. N value we need to find n right as it is. D value is 3. So write the values, and next this 12 you transfer this side to, we get 99 minus 12. So 99 minus 12 gives 87. Next this 3 transfer this side, we get it in denominator, children, like this. So 3 ones are and 3 twos are 6, 2 remainder, so 9s are 27. Next this minus 1 there, no, this minus 1 you transfer this side, it comes along with 29. So 29 plus 1 is 30. Therefore n value is 30. Correct option is D. Next let us move on to another problem. 27. The distance between the points 2, 3 and 4, 1 is 2 root 2, 4 root 2, 30, 46. So we have to find distance between these 2 points. So we have to use distance finding formula, children. So that is root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Substitute the values here. So x2 means 4, x1 means 2, y2 means 1, y1 means 3. Now simplify this. 4 minus 2 is 2 and 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So 2 square means we get 4, minus 2 square also we get 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So root 8 we can write it as 4 into 2. So this root is present for 4 as well as for 2. So root 4 means 2. Root 2 means root 2 itself. Hence the correct option is A. So you had to write correct option, children. So next move on to the another problem. The relation between mean, mode and median for a frequency distribution is mod equals to 3 mean minus 2 median, mod equals to 2 median, mod equals to 3 median minus 2 mean, mod equals to 3 median plus 2 mean. So to get the correct answer, we have to remember empirical finding formula. So this is empirical finding formula, children. 3 median is equals to mod plus 2 mean. But the given options are not in this form. Look at the left side of the given options. All is in the form of mode itself. So mode you keep it as it is. Now along with mode, which term is there, that you transfer this side. So now it will become as minus 2 mean. Now 3 median minus 2 mean is here. Hence the correct option is C. So very important one. So definitely this kind of one question you will get it. Next let us move on to the another one. The value of sine 60 degree into cos 30 degree plus sine 30 degree into cos 60 degree is. Options are 1, 2, 0, none of the above. Simple one. Consider the given problem. Substitute the values, children. So sine 60 degree means that is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 degree also root 3 by 2. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. Cos 60 degree is also 1 by 2. Now multiply these two, children. Root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2. First multiply the numerator. Root 3 into root 3 is root 9. Root 9 has exact value, that is 3. So 2 into 2 is 4. So write 3 by 4 here, and here multiply here. So 1 into 1 is 1 and 2 into 2 is 4. Now let us add these fractions, rational numbers. Denominators are same. Write denominator one time and add the numerators. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 by 4 gives the answer is 1. So correct option is A. Move on to the next one. The quadratic equation 2x square plus kx plus 3 equals to 0 have equal roots. See, now they are talking about equal roots. Then the value of k is, options are root 24, 0, 6 and 4. So earlier we have solved one problem like this. There they said that real roots. So when they talked about real roots, two options will be there. Here they are talking about only equal roots, hence only one option will be there, that is d equals to 0. So before that, look at the equation. Equation is in standard form, hence identify a, b, c value. A value is 2, b value is k, c value is 3. Write discriminant finding formula, that is b square minus 4ac. Now in the place of d you write off 0 because this value full should be equals to 0. Hence in the place of d I have written 0. Now substitute values. B square means k square minus 4ac means minus 4 into 2 into 3. Now simplify this. 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So we get minus 24. Now minus 24 you transfer this side, we get k square equals to 24. Now this square you transfer this side, it will become root, children. So k is equals to root 24. So root 24 is here in our option, and correct option is A. Move on to the next one. If pair of linear equation is inconsistent, very important this word, inconsistent, then the graph line will be intersecting, coincident, parallel or perpendicular. This problem is related to pair of linear equations. There we have learned a table, and related to table all few statements are there. So if you understood these statements, you can answer this problem. So if the lines intersect at a point, so if the lines are intersecting, it has how many solutions? Unique solution. If it has unique solution means it is consistent. Keep it in your mind, children. Whenever line intersect, it has unique solution. So if it has solution means it is consistent. So second one is lines are coincide. So coincident lines also have infinite number of solutions. Means it has solutions. If it has solution, it is consistent. But here they are talking about inconsistent. So inconsistent means which do not have the solution. So for which kind of lines they will not be having solution? That is for parallel lines. That is what they said here. If the lines are parallel, has no solution, they have no solution, it is inconsistent. Hence the correct option is C, parallel. Move on to the next one. The tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 cm meets a line through the center O at a point Q, so that OQ equals to 12 cm. Then the length of PQ is, options are 12, 13, 8.5, root 190 cm. So let me draw the suitable figure, children, to make you to understand. So it is a related figure. See what they're saying is PQ is a tangent at a point P on circle. Means P is a point on the circle of radius 5 cm. So this PO is 5 cm and meets a line through the center O at a point Q. Means this line is meeting center O as well as the point Q. So that OQ is 12 cm. So this OQ is 12 cm. Now we have to find length of PQ. Means this tangent length. So there I have marked question mark. This length we wanted to find. So which concept we wanted to use here is, see, tangent drawn at point of contact is perpendicular to the radius. So this angle is 90 degree. Hence we can use Pythagoras concept. So if this is 90 degree means this OQ is hypotenuse. Hence OQ square is equals to PQ square plus OP square. Substitute the values now, children. So OQ value is given, that is 12, hence 12 square. PQ wanted to find, let it be PQ square. OP values 5, hence 5 square. So 12 square means 144. So 5 square means 25. Now 25 transfer this side, we get 144 minus 25. So 144 minus 144 minus 25 means we get 190. So next PQ value we get root 119 cm. Hence correct option is D. Move on to the next one. The formula to find area of circle is very simple one. Pi r square, 4 pi r square, 2 pi r square, 6 pi r square. Correct option is A. Next one. The distance between the origin and coordinates of a point A comma B is. Children, very important. They are asking to find the distance between origin and coordinates of the point A comma B, not x comma y. X comma y means root x square plus y square. Here A comma B is there, hence root A square plus B square. So option D is correct. Move on to the next one. The median class of the following distribution is. This is a given table. So we have to find median class for this. Options are 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. Children, so few problems back I have told and given how to identify the median class. So to identify median class, cumulative frequency column is very important that you wanted to draw. Yeah, first column is class interval, second column is frequency. Now you wanted to add all frequencies, we'll get 50, and 50 is equals to capital N also. Now let us find cumulative frequency. First number write as it is. So now this 4 add to this 4, we get 8. Next 8 add to 8, we get 16. 16 add to 10, we get 26. 26 add to 12, we get 38. 38 add to 8, we get 46. 46 add to 4, we get 50. And this 50 is equals to this 50. Next, to identify median class, I said that we have to find the value of n by 2. So write n by 2, n value is 50, so 50 by 2. So 50 by 2 is nothing but 25. Now 25 belongs to which class interval? See, here there will be numbers from 17 to 26. Here it has been ended at 16. So here numbers will be from 17 to 26. We have got 25. Hence it is related to this class interval. Draw the box for that, and its class interval is 30 to 40. So correct option is B. Move on to the next one. If the areas of two similar triangles are equal, then they are similar, congruent, perpendicular, midpoint. So midpoint can't be possible if the perpendicular also cannot be. So they already said it is similar triangle. Similar triangle, similar only. And here they are saying that if the areas of two similar triangles are equal, means they are always congruent. So correct option is congruent. Move on to the next one. The sum of the AP 2, 7, 12 up to 10 terms. Options 180, 110, minus 180, minus 170. So we have to use sum finding formula for this. So for that, take a formula, that is Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute the values, children. So n value is 10 because we wanted to find the sum of 10 terms. A value is first term 2 and n value is 10, and d value 7 minus 2 is how much? 5. Substitute the values. Now simplify this to 1s and 2 5s. And here 2 into 2 is 4. So 10 minus 1 is 9. So now simplify those. Now 9 into 5 is 45. 4 plus 45 is 49. So 5 into 49 is 245. But in this 245 option is not there. So correct answer is 245. So whenever in your examination, if you are not getting any correct option in your options, don't quit this problem. For some answer, you have to encircle the bubble. That is very important. Then only you will get the marks. I mean choice marks. Otherwise, you never get it. So next, move on to another one. If L equals to 8 centimeter, B equals to 4 centimeter, H equals to 5 centimeter, then volume of cuboid is 180 cubic units, 160 cubic units, 140 cubic units, 120 cubic units. So here we wanted to find volume of cuboid. So volume of cuboid finding formula is L into B into H. Substitute values 8 into 4 into 5. So we get 32 into 5. So 32 into 5 gives 160 centimeter cube. So centimeter cube is nothing but cubic units. So correct option is B. Move on to the next one. So 8 pants and 12 t-shirts together rupees 200 rupees. Express this situation algebraically. Or 8x plus 12y equals 200, 12x minus 8x equals to 250, 8x minus 12y equals to minus 200, x plus y equals to 80. To answer for this, so we don't know the cost of each pant. Let me take cost of pant is x and the cost of one t-shirt is y. So rupees x and rupees y respectively. So how many pants they are given here? 8 pants. Hence the cost of 8 points will be 8x. The cost of 12 t-shirts will be 12y. So to find total cost, wanted to add 8x to 12y. So we get 8x plus 12y equals to 200. Hence the correct option is A. So move on to the last one. If 3 sin A equals to 18, then the value of cosec A is 18 by 3, 3 by 18, 18 by 18, 38 by 3. So first consider the given condition and this 3 transfer this side. Now we get 18 by 3. So sin A equals to 18 by 3 and look at which ratio we wanted to find, cosec A. See, cosec A is reciprocal of sin A. Hence take the reciprocal of 18 by 3. So it will become 3 by 18. So cosec A equals to 3 by 18. So the correct option is 3 by 18, option B. This is. Dear students, to here we successfully completed all multiple choice questions of the model question paper 1. So this question paper is not released by Department of ASEEB. So this is just for your reference. So kindly go through this also. It will be helpful for your examination. I hope you got it. So till now, if you have not subscribed for my channel, kindly subscribe and share the video.